Turning now to the growing chorus of protests surrounding the Beijing Olympics. Today, Hillary Clinton called on President Bush to boycott the opening ceremonies in August because of China's crackdown in Tibet. This as demonstrators climbed the cables of the Golden Gate Bridge and unfurled Tibet's flag and hung two banners calling on China to restore home rule in Tibet. The Olympic torch arrives in San Francisco on Wednesday. Meanwhile, protesters in Paris today stopped the torch relay in its tracks. More now from Mark Phillips.
The Beijing Olympic organizers billed this worldwide torch relay the journey of harmony. Not. In Paris, French torchbearers had hardly set out from the Eiffel Tower when pro-Tibetan demonstrators began spoiling the party. What was supposed to be a celebration of Olympic spirit became a demonstration of tackling technique. Several times the torch had to be put out, while the 3,000-strong security force tried to clear a path through the protesters.
Many people are killing, and there's strong repression in Tibet.
In London, there'd been similar chaos, attempts to grab the torch, attempts to extinguish it. The Olympic torch is too tempting and too handy a target for those trying to highlight what they see as China's heavy-handed repression of nationalist demonstrators in Tibet. The Chinese admit 19 people were killed in its recent crackdown. The Tibetans say the death toll was well over 100. The Chinese, who have been hoping to use these games as a showcase for their newfound prosperity and power, have dismissed the protesters as a small group of Tibetan separatists. But this torch relay fiasco has been deeply embarrassing for them. And it may well unsettle the big Olympic corporate sponsors as well. The top five alone spent $500 million on the last games and are poised to spend a lot more this time. The risk of being tainted by association with Chinese policy has become a real one for these companies.
They're trying very hard not to seem like the bad guy, and I think a lot of the companies really do sympathize with the cause, but they're really not sure how to go about this because you don't want to tick off the Chinese government.
The demonstrators are already doing that. Mark Phillips, CBS News, London.